This is really loud. No, it's still a little loud. I'm sorry. I don't know why I laughed at that. Colorblindness is not funny. Oh, hey, Darkspring. Yeah, I went ahead and lowered it to like 50%. It was really loud. Alright, so we're going to be starting up a new game. I could be Darius. However, I don't think I'm going to be. I don't know, actually. Huh. Should I be a sniper? Should I be Darius? Could also be Hecata or Bahardor. He's a commissar. Or I could be a custom character. What you guys think? Ooh, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Operative. Death World gives survival instinct. Once per combat, when wounds of a Death World character drop below 30%, they gain 20% of their maximum wounds as temporary wounds. They gain a 20% damage to, or 20% bonus to damage and armor while they have at least one temporary wound from any source. Crime Lord. So that would make my carouse lower and my logic higher. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take this. Yeah, I don't know. I like making my own character. I am planning on doing like a sniper character though, so that character looks pretty badass. Ooh, she looks psycho. This dude always looks cool too. And that guy. That dude looks legitimately sick, but not what I'm going for. I think I might do this one. What have I done? It had like everything there. Dang it. I screwed up. Alright, let's see. Oh, that's really cool. You can pull up the picture to like make your character more. She's got quite the jawline. She's pretty pale. It's either going to be that one or that one. I think it's that one. Alright, there is this hair. That is crazy. Alright, and then we're going with the white hair. I feel like there's more options and it's not giving me them. There we go. There we go. And then a light eyebrow color. Alright, I can't see any tattoos on her, so nothing on the face. I could do some death cult tattoos. Just the tiniest skull on the side of the head. Oh, you can have up to 5 tattoos. Let's see. Oh! That's just replacing tattoo 1. How do we move it over? I like that lip scar. I don't know how to get the other tattoos. That's fine. That's kind of neat. It's like a little augment there.
Cannons! Fire the lance that's delivered! I am!
Job challenges make the spoils that much sweeter. Empyrean, take this sacrifice.
Applaud my brilliance. Madness conquers the void. Step by step I lead.
What's your existence is naught but ashes. Through chaos I stride. This could be an opportunity.
I am let out weapon.
Why is there no daring female?
Keep your wits about you. I have a nose for profit and a taste for...
Probably not that one. Strength and toughness +5. Agility +5. Intelligence and fellowship -5. So not Death World. Agility, fellowship, and willpower minus. Huh. Seems good. Okay. What does agility actually do? Increases initiative, dodge chance, dodge reduction. So either agility or fellowship. I think I'm going to go with agility. So I want ballistic skill, but I mean, surefire plan is good. I always could be an arbiter. That's such a cool class. No. Definitely no. Fellowship +5, intelligence +5. Sick drip. You, do something. You, protect me. You, go on. You, kill it. You are next. Kind of awesome, honestly. However, honestly, I probably won't do super well. Brace for impact. That is some dumb. That's a way too big a hat. There we go. Alright. Information. Brace for impact. Toughness perception. Primary melee weapon. Okay. Honestly, I think the Astra Militarum Commander is going to be... the best. I don't know. I think I might just do Crime Lord. But it doesn't give ballistic skill. It's such a hard choice. Commissar also gets ballistic skill. One for the enemies, two for the traitors. I mean, okay. I could do cool pistol, like a pistolero. That might be fun, honestly. No, I want to be a sniper. We're just gonna go with the roguish. All right. Soldier. That one. Alright. Ballistic skill to 40. Perception to 45. Fellowship to 40. Oh, but intelligence gives non-burst ranged attack damage. Wait, hold on. Actually, agility might not be the way to go. Oh, I didn't do agility. I did ballistic skill. So actually, I think I might want that. Yeah. We'll call it the Gibraltar. Actually, let's do a random name. Oh. Oculus Ignis. I like that. Alright, I think I like it. And we're gonna be random. Zebalia. No. Venria. I like that. Alright. We're finally gonna get started. I've already been streaming for 20 minutes. And it was just character creation. My rats are drinking water. I forgot this doesn't have auto. Here we go.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Let's see. Do you have a particular reason for disturbing me?
My apologies. I did not seek you out to pester you with unwanted attention.
Then why did you?
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencius. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Venria Stubbs. My name is rather well known in certain circles in the Calixis sector.
My regards. Naturally, the infamy of your achievements in the shadows of an entire sector is not unknown to me. Your enterprising spirit and, if you excuse my bluntness, refusal to die are qualities worth saluting. It is as if you were carried here on the wings of destiny itself. I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this voyage ship, your fate changed with honor.
Why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the Rogue Trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor. Your former position may have been different from conventional service as part of one of the institutions of the Imperium. But from now on, a different fate awaits you. One chosen for you by the Lord Captain. I advise you to come to terms with this reality as quickly as possible.
Lord Captain, a strange title for Lady Theodora.
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis at the time when the first rogue traders entered the God Emperor's service, and therefore it is sacrosanct.
You have a curious title, Master of Whispers. What are your responsibilities?
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Tell me about the one whose ship I have found myself.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back, especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
You say I am one of the Rogue Trainer's heirs. So there's another candidate?
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Egelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform.
I always keep my options open.
A massive conference table, obviously crafted from real wood, a resource of incredible value above a void ship. Ah, I see you raise your head again. I'll hand you over. If I see you raise your head again, I'll hand you over to the tech priest for servitor station. Crew member is hard at work, bowing his head in fear and avoiding even looking at you. Praise to the machine god. Greetings, my lady. Glory to the Omnissiah, giver of knowledge. Lay people interfering with the operations of the sacred mechanisms disturbs the machine spirits. In the name of the Omnissiah, refrain from any further profane actions. Candlelit altar with a copy of the 2348th volume of the Lex Imperialis, the Codex of Sacred Laws of the Imperium. Alright.
One of the von Valencius trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
Of course I would.
What's happening? Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
No mercy to those who oppose von Valencius.
To survive in the darkness of the far future, you will have to face the enemies of all kinds and fight for your life. These hints and tutorials will familiarize you with the combat systems of Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. Press this to start the battle. Dead. Holy crap! Holy crap! All battles in the game are turn-based and take place on a grid. On their turn, a character can move, attack, and use their abilities. Select a cell within the highlighted area and press X twice to move the character there. Movement points determine how far you can move. Every second diagonal is 2 movement points. At the end of each turn, movement points are restored. Note that once a character starts moving, this action can no longer be cancelled.
Taking calculated risks.
We'll go ahead and move there. Surefire plan. At the start of combat, start of the next turn. If they use a non-damaging ability, that enemy suffers a minus 14% penalty to their damage. Okay. Analyze enemy. They gain targets one enemy. That enemy immediately gains 3 exploits.
I'll make it happen.
Okay.
On it.
Woo! 17 damage. Guess I'll go ahead and just reload. Alright, how do I end the turn? Oh, enter. There we go. Dead.
I'll see to it personally.
On it. It's as good as done. You've never stood a chance.
Boom. Big hit. I can scarcely believe it on a day like this.
For such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and their heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential base. But this is a deliberate attack. It should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Alright.
Myrtle was trying to eat it for
I'm
me.
afraid I must relent. For any broad safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It's just at the end of this corridor.
Alright. Now the real question is, can I loot these bodies?
Dust.
Tarantula sentry gun constructed with the blessing. Sorry, my wife just brought me some water. With the blessing of the Adeptus Mechanicus, using a standard template construction in the manufactorums of Kayavagama. The wires in the servitor's head are still smoldering. It would seem to be the cause of this malfunction, was short-circuiting the motive force. Lehman Russ battle tank, reclaimed and restored by the grace of the God Emperor, the first to breach the capital walls during the pacification of Vortex Chiton. Black shard resembling obsidian. If you look closely, you can discern a strange, barely perceptible glow inside the artifact. A violet alloy, which upon closer examination turns out to be handcrafted object. Symbols carved with a primitive tool are visible on the surface. A massive golden amalgam interspersed with sparkling particles. Stone on the pedestal is no doubt solid, but its surface shimmers and changes hue as if someone has captured a piece of the turbulent sea within the rock. And finally, gray-green crystal with white veins. Low hum can be heard coming from the artifact.
Assimilation into the trade structure would be political, economic suicide. Practically an emission of ozone.
That's interesting alternative.
Your first impressions of Ethelrad, who appears to be about 30 years old, is of parchment-like skin stretched over tightly bundled mass of sinews, implants, and bones. The nervously twitching fingers of the face, twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. In stark contrast to Ethelrad, Theodora von Valancus features appear as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Everything seems to emphasize the difference in status between her and Ethelrad. Next to the two of them, you see two more men. One is a gray-haired officer of impeccable bearing who is studying the contents of his data slate. The other is a behemoth, bristling with holsters and baldricks containing all manner of
Our
weapons.
second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
There are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Aeon 6 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it will give us the answer.
Thorough, but presumptuous. It took me a great deal to find one psyker who could serve me well for many years. Yet you speak of several.
Sanctioned psychers are rare and valuable instruments of the Golden Throne. Or do you suggest that we use heretics, who are an offense to the God Emperor's light? It would be rather careless of you to utter such profanity in the presence of his faithful servants.
I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do, Ethelrad.
Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you?
Ethelrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
So, why are you here?
There are questions that I wish to have answered.
You are direct. I approve. But you will have to wait. There is something I want you to understand first.
Okay.
My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with Fon Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
One of? Does this mean there are other heirs?
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelfrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the... Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Did I hear you correctly? The Master of Whispers is related to you?
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name Fon Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Thank you for clarifying.
I have some time before the Navigator gives the signal to initiate the Void ship's translation out of the warp when my presence is required on the bridge.
An incident took place on the officer's deck. Some servitors went berserk and attacked the crew.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is ancient. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unclosed compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
What are my current responsibilities?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings.
Sorry, I'm fixing my mic. It fell.
Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelfrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
We'll go like that. Cogitator. Where is your ship headed?
Rycad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House Fon Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rycad on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time. In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Woohoo! Chaos cultists. Gee-yah. Holy crap, okay. I've only got 7, 9, 7, so I don't really need to do any of the exploit. That's it. You got this, Abelard. Oh. Alright, well, I got one kill. What are your orders? Yes, ma'am.
Is there money to be made?
Not that way. Heretic's body is riddled with holes. An improvised single shotgun lies smoking in his hands. That's some dead heretics. Mutiny? But who would attempt a mutiny here in the warp?
Lunatics, fools, heretics. This ship houses thousands upon thousands of people. Pernicious thoughts and war-induced delusions could have tainted every one of them. It is a difficult notion to accept, but such risks are risky. First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once. Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the war could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-Militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance. And if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psychic powers.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
I cannot promise that I won't lose our dearest heir somewhere along the way.
Kunrad, keep an eye on our spirited guest. You are personally responsible. Mort!
Okay then.
Are you ready to head to it? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
I have a proposition. Since I'm the more important person here, you can go in front to shield me from potential threats.
Certainly. Lady Theodora would be devastated if she...
Oh. I promised you a special destiny. It is time to fulfill it. All right then.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. She has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber, and for that, I need her breathing. Oh, you are back.
Vogedfear, you two-faced scum, you are the one behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warrant Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates to the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
What is it, inbred? Your blood too thin for the Sentinel?
On the contrary, The Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
I'm sorry, or what sorry pathetic excuse do you even have for apostasy, you sordid, wretched piece of Drock shit?
Wretched? What do you know about wretchedness? Theodora's curve. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thanks the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind. Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench Fon Valencius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
The blade flashes in the dim light and drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment you feel nauseous, your head spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drowning out your own thoughts, replacing them with a singular urge. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. Get out! I am not your puppet! The voices in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry. You feel this intruding influence. You were wounded by a corrupted weapon which led to a warp entity invading your mind, forcing you onto your feet and making you take a step towards the gate looming in the center of the chamber. In the gateway, you see a cogitator with a human likeness built in the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The Sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up like two ember irises. Examine the device. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of Archaeotech relic. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp, metallic fangs that glint in the light. The vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper, same thing, runs through your consciousness, demanding a sacrifice. The voice that fills your head after Vogtifir wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. Place my hand into the maw. The Sentinel's jaws clasp around your hand, puncturing you. Puncturing your hand and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servomotors start up and the pumps stir into motion. The vid screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. The Sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath. Maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened. Yes, I do. Pain shoots through your head and subsides just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm. Let it be known that by my will and the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the warrant of trade and bestow upon them the dynasty. To be a paragon of humanity, unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely into the fists of darkness and unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the roads of triumph. I missed the last line. I need to contact someone, preferably Theodora. I need a weapon. I'm utterly defenseless. What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me? Lead me away from here. Alright, so I can look at the quests log to get...
Let us not dawdle.
Alright. Oh, I fell down. Ooh. Bro just chopped him in half.
Whatever are you doing in the watching? How did you... Preserve me. What is the meaning of this?
How did you find me? And are you with that traitor Vogtvir?
Mistress, with all due respect, what nonsense are you saying? Couldn't a traitor?
He openly admitted that he's the mastermind behind the mutiny.
Saints blood! It is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive and now safe. I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a medic.
Ooh, he gave me a sniper rifle!
Now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense.
Alright. How do I get to my inventory?
I have a youthful prophet and a taste for adventure.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on tactic imperials and weigh every step. Sometimes, though,
I owe you a debt.
There we go.
your seneschal is always there.
I will lead us to fortune.
There we go.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ships and forces are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
Very well. Will you lead the way?
Absolutely. The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle.
Alright, I need to go use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward!
Alright, I am back. Sorry about that.
Your demise is already calculated.
Alright, the tactical phase. Combat begins with the tactical phase, during which characters cannot attack or take other actions, but may try to take up advantageous positions. Select a character by holding L2, moving the frame to their portrait, and then releasing L2. Choose the cell you want the character to move to, then press X. Alright. Abelard, we are going to have you, sir, move to right here. Okay, and then we're going to have me move to right. Charge to close the distance between you and the enemy to deal damage. Okay.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Boom. Cleave. And then triangle. Charge. He parried it! What a pitiful punk. Brace for impact. Alright. Now. What does this do? Deadeye shot. Hit chance 95%. Precisely aimed shot with a 50% bonus to the effective range of a weapon and a 10% hit chance. Boom, baby. Alright.
Just some minor setback. My ears are ringing.
Bro is about to ruin these guys' day.
I will do my duty to take care of this one.
Deadeye shot.
And you're like a bread used to dust.
Well, that was easy. We leveled up!
I always
What advice do you seek?
fate and fortune favor the bold.
I forgot the button for... There we go. Alright. Operative rank. Awareness. Tech use. Logic. You know, I'm thinking That would probably be good. Obviously, athletics. Alright. And now we can loot people. Alright, to the Navigator Sanctum we go.
Watch your head. Indira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for us? That was too close.
Continue.
Sorry, old man. Their voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abela, how they sing.
Continue again.
This is Indira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Indira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ships fade, to die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing.
Where are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you are von Valancius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet.
Officers frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
How do you know who I am?
What? You think Lady Theodora didn't ask me to peek into the darkness behind the backs of those she sees as her prospective heirs? I have seen you. I have seen the footsteps of your past and the wounds of your heart.
Nightmares. Okay. What are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those were walking
We must see if the navigator is well.
Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warm ice has already encased the vortex. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
You can't ban me, it's my channel. Alright.
To the top, we'll get left in the dust.
That's not the right door. You can try. Alright, she's a psyker, yada yada yada. Alright, so we're gonna go with the Warp Shriek. Okay, so we'll degrade the Veil by 1 point. As will that. That'll degrade it by 3 points, but it'll also kill lots of people. No, I have not beat it yet. I haven't gotten too much farther than when we played. How dare that guy hit Abelard? You can use the hologram to gauge the effectiveness, blah blah blah. Okay. Ooh, I actually am gonna need to...
My gut tells me it's a bad idea. I'll make it happen.
There we go. That one I've heard is really great, that's for sure. Let's see if I can one-shot this guy. Boom! 40 damage! Take that! Alright, Abelard, you go attack this guy.
A tactically sound approach. Indeed.
Too close. Crap.
Someone else can do this.
Dang it, I screwed up. Should have had it that round, but oh well.
Not this Scryer's job. Cover me! Will do.
There we go. Yeah, I've heard Dawn of War is a great game.
I believe Master Vespider still lives. Well, the servants are dead. But the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
Hey, are you alive?
Your time is short.
Our time is short to do what?
Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
Uh-oh. Suddenly, the navigator body starts to thrash in place, lurches forward and falls back in the seat. Thrusts forward again and its bones crack, skin tears open. However, the fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuses. The mutant remains seated but leans far forward as he can at his layered raiment slowly turning crimson. The gill slits burst open, forming two hideous screaming mouth-like pits.
It came from beyond. His body is not his.
Unseen creature. Okay. Her scream is echoed by the silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight of the navigator succumbing to the paroxysms of corruption.
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
The navigator continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling, but his fit stops to a mixed stream with blood coming out of his nose and where purplish swelling around the eye. What is the Isle?
Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the war. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
I want to help you. Tell me how.
The sanctum will be sealed. I will hold it off. Hold on. And wait for the signal from the Master Helmsman. Then I will commence the translation. So,
He's still alive, but barely so. Oh, that's like,
With the assistance of the Master Help,
I know what the Isle is.
he is still it is worth a try.
I play a game that's really similar to it. It is called... Shoot, I had some videos of it, and I can't remember the name of the game now. But from what I heard, it's a better version of the Isle. But I have kind of wanted to try the Isle.
Let's play this. Thank you.
Does not give a response. Black tears mixed with blood are streaming from under the closed eyelids, and the vox at the base of the chair is bellowing out static interspersed with distant echoes of otherworldly laughter.
Keep your wits about you.
Oops. To the officer's deck. I'm going to try to finish up this tutorial and then we're... Oh, yeah, she can be heard pretty loud. It's all over for you. Boom, he's dead. Argenta.
shall betray not your tenants, nor stray one step
The white-haired warrior turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing. The weapon quivers in her hands, and for the briefest moment, seems as though she's not going to stop and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you.
Sister Argent. Sister Argent, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face. It is unfamiliar. Who are you?
Venria von Valencia, the Lord Captain's heir.
The hour is dark, daughter. She bound to approach. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers and heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the Archemperor's call. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, we trust you. We must know why you're here.
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed master of wizards. Edelstrad the heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report of our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
I am no traitor, sister. You can be sure of that.
If you speak truthfully, the Emperor will not forsake you. If you are lying, you will not escape his rhetoric. He cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
What is a warrior of the Adepta Sororitas doing aboard the rogue trader's ship? Your orders serve the ecclesiarchy, do they not?
Sister Argent was a guest of the Lord Captain. And that's what serves its own time of conversation. Under all appropriate circumstances.
Good to know.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
Who are these people with you?
Overseer Middledeck L-84, my lady. We were rounding up everyone we could find in the attack compartments. We ran into an ambush. Just about every enforcer fell. These are the survivors.
We must get to the main hall of the deck.
Through this door, I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we'll hold off any heretics who might try calling through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. I wish we had a Tetranet with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
I always keep my options open.
Collect all. Generators hum softly. When you draw closer, your skin begins to tingle from static discharges. Alright, so not that way. I guess this way.
Your doom has been foretold.
Your Emperor won't save you.
Put my sniper there. My Abelard there. My Psyker there. And Argenta here.
I serve the ruinous powers. Death to the weak.
She is a warrior of the Adepta Sororitas and a soldier. She is expert with burst ranged weapons and weapons that deal damage in an area. Another one of her strengths is mobility in combat. Alright.
I'll do it. This is why I was chosen.
Run and gun. Do it again.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
All right.
I bring ruin.
Chaos guides me.
I missed.
At your back and I took care of this one.
Target's too far.
One fewer target.
More people? What?
It will be done.
All right then.
Chaos guides me. Out of my way.
I've suffered worse.
I would hope so. That did 0 damage. Zap!
In a turn of fate.
I serve the ruinous powers. Ah!
Alright, Argenta.
Doubt is for the weak eradicated.
Was that on purpose?
Why'd you shoot Idra twice? I didn't think she was in the line of sight.
Death to the weak. Chaos guides me.
It's as good as done.
Never stood a chance.
Got that one?
Reduced to dust. At your back.
Alright.
God Emperor moves through me. Be the fire in my heart. I'll do it.
I'll make it happen.
I'm doing great, guys. And once again, Abelard is the MVP.
Is there money to be made?
Alright.
It won't open. The damned heretic.
Another charge now. There's probably one around here somewhere.
An exact replica of the ship.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
This ocular reflex is a worthwhile investment.
There we go.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
There we go. We got some melta charges. Let's go blow the door.
The Emperor favors me today.
There we go. Let's do our level ups real quick. Endure. Expose weakness.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
Should I divine our next step? Did I mention that my whispers tell jokes? Jokes that once said aloud make your eyes bleed.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby. A child should I
Look.
heaven knows the prophets, and a taste for adventure.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Alright. I think we're just about to the end of this. The roar of flames rings in your ears, and choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming, yet you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps, and then you see a figure walk out of the fire towards you. It is Theodora von Valancius. Her expression is calm, terrifyingly so for someone whose body is engulfed in an inferno. One of her hands is resting on the hilt of her power sword, and the other is raised in an inviting gesture.
Sorceress, apparition, trickery of the wolf.
Sister, lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous.
How'd you get here? Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity that is now dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer, and that answer be nothing other than acceptance.
Do not listen to this abomination. If there is naught but his light in your heart. If you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul.
To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the crew! Lead them out! Find a way around!
Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Edel.
What are we waiting for?
Accept the offer of help. Take my pain away and give me power. You offer Theodora your hand, and the air around you seems to tighten, becoming thick and viscous, enveloping you and your companions in an impenetrable veil. Theodora smiles at you. Her radiant, piercing blue eyes suddenly remind you of Voigtverse.
I will show you the way. Come, close your eyes.
What happened? I've never picked the heretical choice there.
I always have a backup plan.
What? What is this place?
My mind is clouded with darkness. Emperor, lay your hand upon our brows and guard us against the morass of heresy.
Corrupted Inferno pistol? That sounds cool as hell. We're going to give that to Abelard. Oh, he can't use it. Oh, he has to be heretical. Dang it. Is what's-her-face heretical at all? Yeah, she is. Heck yeah. What's this? Alright. For if things get too close.
Let us not dawdle.
Oh. No, they're dead. They're dead. DED. Why can't I? There we go. Let's grab that.
I always keep my options open.
All right. Theodora von Valancius's body is sprawled across a large blood-drenched desk. The arch-militant's corpse, still clutching a weapon, is slumped against one of the bulkheads. I'm just gonna say nothing.
Could not have failed her so terribly. The Archmilitant was born on a death march. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
Examine her body. You lean closer to the body. The cause of death is apparent. The rogue trader's life was ended by an auto pistol shot, an extraordinarily accurate one at that. Her face bears an expression of surprise, the last emotion she experienced in life. Inspect the shards on the desk. It's difficult to say what exactly was broken. The object fell on the floor, and that is as much as you can ascertain. Upon closer examination, the shards appear to be iridescent rather than completely transparent, as if they had been submerged in promethium, which is a combustible fuel. Examine his body. An auto pistol shot went through his forehead, spraying the floor and furniture around with blood, brain matter, and shards of his skull. The safety on his weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second quicker than he. Inspect the papers. Reports, accounts, dispatches. You go over the scrolls until you stumble upon a document that is starkly different than the rest. It is a handwritten letter signed with the initials XC and a seal with a symbol that is vaguely familiar to you. And sends a shiver down your spine. The author of the letter, addressed to Theodora von Selexis, I can't say her name, signed with the seal of one of the holy ordos of the Emperor's Inquisition, the secret police of the Imperium that relentlessly hunts heretics, Xenos, and other enemies in humanity. Will you touch her? Doesn't work like that. Can read memories of... Okay, what do the shards tell you? Sorry, I'm trying to hurry up because I want to get through this. We'd best be on our way. Can't bring her back. Let's go. She's very sad. Alright, yes, let's go. Another group comes in. Nope. Abelard goes forward. Idra goes there. Argenta will have go there. I will go here, and we'll start the battle. Endure. That'll make it so I can't do that. There we go. And then brace for impact. Alright, now it's my turn. We are going to use Surefire Plan. We're going to exploit weakness on that guy. Gonna exploit again. And then fire! Killed the guy behind him. Finish turn. Alright, we are going to fire at this guy. We'll just fire there. Run and gun.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Faith without deeds is worthless.
All right.
Will do.
There we go.
Minor setback. I've seen worse battles than this in my time. At your beck and call.
Kill that guy. Charge this guy. And endure.
It's as good as done. I'll see to it personally. I'll make it happen.
You can do worse, but not by much.
Alright. I overpenetrated.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
And shout, shout, let it on out. These are the things that I do without. Come on. Alright. Shoot. I don't know what to grab for this. R1. We're going to close this. Sure. Level up. Dismantling attack. Fresh target deals 13% more damage to full health people. What does sharpshooter do? Deal 2 more damage with single shot attacks for every 5 cells between them and the target. Yes. Okay.
Did I mention?
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
There we go. Daring breach. There we go. And finally,
What
I will lead us to
look no
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows.
level up, firearm mastery, and rack and ruin. Because she's going to be reloading like crazy.
fate and fortune favor the bold.
Alright, we are going to just collect all and go.
To be made.
Alright. I'm pretty sure that this is the last area.
I always get the job done.
The first sacrifice opens the eye. The second sacrifice draws its gaze.
There's Edelstad.
Traitor. Right when we needed more forces to deliver a decisive blow, you stepped aside. Do not even try to claim that my Voxcasts did not reach you. I sense the mark of the warp on you. An echo of the powers that are ravaging this ship. What is it? The aftermath of the terrors that you had to face? Or an admission of guilt?
I have a sister of battle at my side. What suspicions could you possibly have?
I cannot vouch for your actions. What transpires on the officer's deck?
Let us leave this conversation for another time. Master Edelstad, it is with great sorrow that I inform you that Lady Theodora von Valancius is...
What? You?
Listen, Master Edelfrat, no. We have remained in each other's side ever since we broke free from Kunrad's schemes. The Lord Captain was killed by another's hand, and by the Queen's throne. I can surmise who's hanged.
That's what pressure on Kunrad is performing there. The war is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing every second. The war is ringing in the air. This is the end.
Better get away from here.
Perhaps the warp doesn't have to be the end.
I am not talking rubbish. The navigator's alive and ready to take the ship out of the war. If he is
That we have no right to bow our heads.
You see Kunrad clearly in the gloom of the bridge. The broken blade he is holding is stained with dark drops that seem to have a pearlescent glimmer to them.
We are out of time.
What? Theodora is dead. No, that can't be. Not now. I still haven't.
I will not die quietly alongside one who is a traitor to her blood. If my last service to you is to rip out the throat of an enemy of humanity, Edelfrat, your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
He's running. Oh no. Chaos spawn.
deliver furious retribution. Your emperor will save you.
Alright, I think that's it. Boom! Big 26 damage. I guess let's move her back one and see if she can get line of sight. Yes!
That's the emperor.
All right.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
All right, cool. We're not going to do it with her.
Follow my lead.
We're going to go with you.
An exemplary strike.
Kill him.
For Von Valancius.
Hit him again. Hit him again. Hit him again. Endure. All right.
Don't let your guard down.
Analyze enemy. Expose weakness.
I'll make it happen.
This thing. And fire.
I'll see to it.
And then again.
Accept your lot.
All right.
I know what is to come.
Analyze. No line of sight. What? Move to here.
Will do.
And scream at him.
Anything else?
I don't see any other enemies, so I believe
Doubt is for the weak.
there we go. Run and gun.
I'll do it.
And reload. Abelard.
I will do my duty. At your
Endure.
call.
And that's it. I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to spit at me. Expose weakness.
It's as good as done.
And another big old shot. Dome him.
Never stood a chance.
Got him. Alright.
I always have a backup plan.
Grab the goods. Collect all.
The heir is dead. He sacrificed himself.
Goods.
Saved the entire dynasty.
A noble
Awesome.
deed. Let the crew offer prayers for the hero who renounced his impure love.
Rival, Master Helmsman, systems status report.
By the Emperor, it's the Seneschal. Living and breathing. Well, there's a tricky question. The old place is so overgrown with foul wickedry. We'll be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long.
Your words seem to knock the officers out of their stupor, and the air around you fills with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing, one of the survivors buckling under the stress. Abelard cuffs the crying officer without even looking.
Restore the Fox channel to the Navigator's Sanctum.
I'm ready to begin the ritual. Alright, we are just about done for the day. So thank you guys so much for joining. We will be doing this once a week. So it's going to take us a while to get through the game. The image before you is hazy, swirling in sorcerous currents, invisible to the mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath this thin shell is constantly changing while still remaining the same. It has taken on the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eyes reveal the entity's true surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire, the other a vessel of ancient evil bores into you. A voice seeps directly into your brain without ever reaching your ears, and this voice booms with the horrors of the warp.
Stand in the path of another's destiny only to steal it. You accepted the call of the primordial truth and claimed that fate as your own.
Yeah, but I gotta go pick up groceries, unfortunately, so I cannot continue. I actually want to, but I gotta go pick up groceries and run a couple errands, unfortunately. I'll probably do this again next Friday. I am off next Friday, so I will probably be doing a very long stream that day. And leading up to that, I will do 2 streams of probably Arc Raiders. Begone, Phantom!
The aspirant vowed to return with a trophy, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. That fate was assured, and the steps chosen. And yet, you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you. On the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that day. The day of my resurrection.
No, I'm going to be streaming this.
Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities.
The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it.
Seneschal, the Navigator's sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means...
The Navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the Von Valancius flagship. We will honor his memory, along with that of all who died.
Seneschal, will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's the Lord Cap...
As First Officer, it is my duty to inform you with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty. By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin, it is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius, the deed is done.
Alright. There we go. I do want to see how much Dawn of War costs, and also if it's available on PlayStation. That's too bad. I will have to see how much it costs, though, because I have a bit of extra money on this paycheck, I think. So I can buy a game, probably. The ones that I'm kind of looking at are The Division. That one looks really good. DayZ, I think it's called. And then potentially Dawn of War. Yeah, I really want Total War 40K. I'm super excited for that. Have they announced when it's going to be released yet? I still can't save. You cannot help but notice the Seneschal does not know how to talk to you or where to begin. His hesitation brings an involuntary smirk to your face, as though someone else entirely is gloating over the old officer's confusion. Seeing your smile, Abelard puts himself together. You must now hold the first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join, I'm going to see where this will load if I do a quick load. I don't have any quick saves yet. Okay. So if I load game, autosave in the upper decks, it saved at 19. Okay, so that means probably before I did the fight, so let's not. Alright, I'm ready to start the briefing. I'm just going to kind of whiz through this one. I'm going to skip. Introduce those present, blah blah blah. Thank you, greetings to you all. Do you have anything to report? Every second officer is dead, and we got the green Lord Captain who's supposed to lead us. Oh, I picked the one that is potentially. Oh man. We're gonna do that. Helmsman. Oh, sharp bolt of pain lances through your skull as if the response to what you just heard. You understand? What did I just heard? A true blessing from the God Emperor. Okay. I am the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of possibilities and fickle chances that have lead around the monster. Okay. Requires new engines here. Thank you all for your reports. I came across a strange letter. Alright, skip. The Psyker is suffering from some ailment. Nothing else of value. Come to your senses. Alright. I'm going to try not to rush through these dialogues because I've actually rushed through a lot of the dialogue in the past. I just needed to get this done because we got to go pick up groceries. They were available 30 minutes ago, and I think you only have an hour to pick up. So, thank you guys so much for joining. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Let me know if you want me to continue doing these. I'm definitely going to do at least another 2 or 3 of these. Just so that we can kind of get everything going. But for now, just let me know if you are enjoying them. And as always, until next time, keep on surviving.